let me see if I can zoom this in real good. If it'll let me. There we go. Okay. Now, this looks so crooked. All right. So, if you will go on the internet, on your phone or your computer, and go to a free corona test. Now, my friend Michelle told me about this like over a month ago, so it takes a while for it to come. And what you do is you go on here for a free corona test, and you go down here. Here it is. Okay. And this is hhs.gov. Community based testing sites eligible for 4 free at home tests. Okay. Order your test by mail. And it says every home in the U.S. Hey, what's going on? From USPS? Are you kidding me? I've had corona 3 times, so maybe 4, but anyway, hope you're doing good, man. Yeah, you need to tell me here on how you get them from USPS. Mine took like a month or 2 because I was just wondering what happened to the free masks and free tests that I signed up for. And she's like, oh, President Biden is doing a thing where they're giving them away so you can go here on the internet and get them. Thank you for the thumbs up. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And so I researched it for a day or 2 before I ordered because I didn't want to be hit with a bill or any gimmicks or anything. But it's supposed to be uh, 1 order per family. So, I mean, if you have different residences or something, I guess you could get away with it. Is it's well worth it. I'll tell you why, because my friend Dr. Duck Vong on YouTube, DUC, if you look him up on YouTube, he's really good. He's out of Texas. He's really good about knowing all the stuff about the pandemic, and he's a real doctor. And he developed the first tests for at home. And they were 150 each, but if you bought bulk, amount of tests, like 6 and up, then he gives you a discount. And they're really handy because when you're traveling, you can take it before you go and then take it while you're there and test your whole family. And instead of going to the hospital where it's $1,000 per test, I do have a friend of mine, my friend Glenn. He's like a brother to me in Florida. And a guy at his work got sick with it, and so they told everybody they had to go get the test so that they could continue to work. And they're maintenance people for apartment complexes, and so it's like a subcontracted company. And so he just goes down to the hospital, and they had testing booths like, every quarter mile around here at that time. The ones you just drive up to, in the grocery store parking lot or whatever. And, a lot of times there's no line or no waiting. And, oh, yeah, thank you for putting that on there. And, because that will help people. And so, what does he do? He goes to the hospital, and he's like, well, I got insurance and everything. Well, they charged him $1,000 for the test. And it didn't come back for like 3 or 4 days, so he had to be off work. And they didn't pay him for the time off work. And then once he got the clearance on the test saying he was okay, then they let him go back to work. And then in the meantime, his rent and everything else was due, so he was trying to file on the pandemic, and then he ended up in an eviction and all kinds of messes. And he was mad as heck because the hospital charged him $1,000 for the test. Yeah, if you go to a hospital and walk in, trust me, that crap's not free. When he could have just gone to one of these booths around here that are free, because my neighbor, when I had my house with a pool, she was from Massachusetts, and she's a nurse, and they shipped her down here, and she was working all the way out at the Picola Hospital doing pandemic work. And then they moved her over here to do one of the outdoor booth things, like by the grocery store. And they were paying her bank. And when she rented next to me, um, the rents had just gone up like $600 jump. And they're all independently owned houses. And she rented it like it was nothing. And she's from Massachusetts. I was like, oh my gosh. So, uh, you know, it's serious stuff. But I mean, she was getting paid good money to do free tests all day long, every day, outdoors. Where you don't have to be indoors because that's usually where that illness is generated, is in heat and air systems, in cars, and in houses and businesses. And unless they're cleaned every day with a specialty cleaner service, it's just living in the buildings in your car. So, in your car, you can do it yourself with Lysol. And you have to have the car running to do it and everything. But I do it all the time. So, but I don't ride people in my car either. So anyway, you can go order these tests by mail, and you can call them or you can just order it. No lab drop off. Test results 30 minutes. Can be taken anywhere. Rapid antigen home test, not a PCR. And even to go to the pharmacy, the last I heard, it was like $100 to get one of the tests. It's 60 to 100 to go get a test to see if you have it. I don't know if it's gone down or what, but also referred to self-tests or over-the-counter OTC tests. Whether it works, whether you're not, you had your shots. Has 4 steps here. It shows how to take it at least 5 days after you come in close contact with someone that's had it. Symptoms are heat, fever, sore throat, runny nose, loss of taste or smell. Most people I've talked to, it was loss of taste. Um, I never experienced a loss of taste, but I had the endless runny nose, like you have to like stick Kleenex up your nose. It's so bad. Um, so it says, what if you test positive or negative? Um, and you're likely to have it. If you test positive, follow the latest CDC guidance for isolation. And apparently, it's gone down from 15 days to like 4 or 5 days of quarantine, from what I understand. But the more this thing reproduces, the weaker it gets. And I think, I thought we'd be in this for another 2 years. I'm thinking we're probably at about another year, um, where it's just thinned out to where it's not totally deadly. But getting shots is really important. I've had 2, and it's really worth it. I mean, if you want to live, if you're suicidal, don't get them. Um, but let's see. Negative home test result means the test did not find the virus. But if you test negative, you should test again within a few days with at least 24 hours between tests. So, um, and it's over here, it says if you test positive and have a weakened immune system or other health conditions, talk to a doctor ASAP. Well, they charge you for that too. And then it tells you about vaccination, masking, and social distancing. And really, even though you've had shots, it's a good idea to wear a mask. I'm telling you, because any doctor will tell you that. It's just for your protection. Okay, this one's going to the USPS.com here, and I don't think they take PO boxes, but you have to have a residential address. And I hate to break it to you, I sent mine to my storage unit. I really did. Um, and I just got them today, but it's been like a month or 2. And I got 2 boxes of these. So there's like 2. Boy, the light is terrible. Probably because I got it on Zoom. So there's 2 of them, and each one, it's FDA approved. Okay? From iHealth. So No, that it told me I couldn't run a PO box on it. It had to be a home address. Now this one's saying you can put PO box, but when I did it a month ago, it said you had to have a home address. But I'm a firm believer in PO boxes, especially if you're doing business. So you don't give out your address, and two, um, because your mail's always safe. I normally travel all over the states all year round. I've done it for years, and the safest place to have all your mail go is your PO box. You have no porch pirates at the post office. And your packages get shipped there and everything. They give you a street address for the post office instead of saying PO box, because a lot of people will not want to ship to a PO box. But if you give their street address that they give you for shipping, they're going to ship it. FedEx, everybody will ship to that address. No problems. Piece of cake. And it's 7 days and nights a week that they deliver to the post office, because even though the post office front desk is not open, there are usually people in the postal office 7 days and nights a week back there moving that mail. So do it. It's free. They don't charge you shipping. They don't charge you uh see right here, subtotal zero, shipping and handling zero, total is zero, and then check out now. And you fill out your little stuff here. All you need is a name, first name, last name, email if you want to hear about the shipping, and then your shipping address, first name, last name, address. They're now accepting P.O. boxes where they didn't, your apartment suite or whatever, city, state, zip code, all that good stuff, and then check out now. And so, uh, but like I say, it's going to take like a month. Mine took a month or two. I'll have to go back and look at when I ordered. But I was wondering about it, and I'm like, I wonder where those free masks and free tests are, because they haven't come. But there you have it. I'm gonna do a vlog here on eBay. I've got a whole bunch of vlogs to do, and I've been so busy listing and making stuff. I'm working on my roller skate stuff and trying to get that all done, and it takes time. But I've got some listings up, and I've got watchers and a lot of views, and I'm actually, like the only one on the market there, pretty much. But my product's a lot better quality than anybody else. Yours took about a month to get. I think it's a fantastic idea, especially if you're a boondocker. You need to keep them. You probably need to keep them in a cool place, but all you need is like a cooler in your car. Uh, you know, a plastic cooler, and it'll keep it from getting ruined. But let's see what it says here. Use within 1 hour after opening the foil pouch. This test does not determine if you have it in the past or if you have immunity. No doubt. So, why does it say this product has not been FDA cleared? But on the front, it says FDA emergency use and authorization. How strange. It's like they just contradicted themselves. So, you will need at least 2 tests per person. So I guess you can purchase additional tests, but from them. But that's a hell of a savings. I mean, this is like what, $200 or $300 right here. The 2 boxes they sent me, and it was in this baggy thing. They shipped it. I thought it was like slippers. They shipped it in this plastic gray baggie with padding, and it was real long. So I thought it was like slippers. I'm like, I didn't order any slippers, but it takes a little while to get. But it's worth the wait. I'm telling you, it's a good thing to keep on hand. I'm not seeing if you got to keep it cool or anything. Oh, they even have an app you can download from iHealth. Antigen Rapid Test app on smartphone. Wow. So they have instructions on this site, plus they have it on an app. And I have some stuff here in the box. Um, so that's pretty interesting. And mine was shipped from Kansas because when I looked at the return address, I'm like, I didn't order from anybody in Kansas. Um, I'm not seeing if it says store in a cool place. Just to use within an hour if you opened it. Don't get it in your on your skin or eyes. Ooh. So you may not have to keep it in a cool place. I would though. I mean, like I'm in Florida and it gets really hot and it's starting to get warm now, which is wonderful to a point. When it starts getting baking hot, it's really rough, and that'll be about April. So I don't see that it says anything about storing a cool place or anything like that on this box at all. I would imagine you should, though. I'm reading it right now. I'm not seeing anything. But I'll keep it, I think I'll keep a set in my office and a set in my car in a cooler, just in case. Because, I wouldn't want to get anybody else sick. But there you have it. I think it's a great deal. You do need to check it out. All you got to do is look up on the internet for the test, free test. And then it'll tell you about free places to test at and then these free tests, which is at hhs.gov. But just look up free test, you'll find it. So, but anyway, so there you have it. And Roxanne said that this was the one too, I guess, that they went to. So it's being put up on United States Post Office. Limit one order per residential address. See, it said that's what it said on mine too when I applied, but now they're opening it to PO boxes. Pin the link in the chat. I don't know how to do that. I think you did it a minute ago. One order includes 4 individual tests. Orders will ship free. So you pay $0. I didn't pay a penny for mine. 0. 0 cents, $0, period. I didn't have to put credit card or anything weird on there. Just my info of where it needs to go. That's it. No birthday, no driver's license, no nothing. So tests are shipped USPS as received from the manufacturer. So it's well worth it. Do it. And you can tap on my comment and click on pin. Hey, let me see. Okay, this. Put user in timeout. No, that's not it. Remove as moderator. Go to channel. It's not doing it. Report. That's not it. Let's try this again. Tap on my comment. Click on pin. Okay, here's a comment. It's still trying to tell me how to use her and all that other stuff. Okay, let's see if we can hold on the comment. I can't get it to do it. Ah! I may have... Now I got it all messed up. Well, that didn't work. I don't know what went on there. Okay. Now what's it doing? I don't know what it did. Now I'm all screwballed up. It just went everywhere. And that won't go away. It's trying to go into the photo thing or something. I don't know what it's doing. It's just stuck. But anyway, so there you have it. I hope that helps you guys. And I'll be back in just a minute. We're going to go over some eBay top selling items for March and April. And let's get to it. Love you, everybody. See you in a minute.